Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for the Week 0 college football slate. We officially have college football back, and I'm so excited to be talking about college football again. This is going to be my second year doing content, and college football is it's become one of my favorite sports. I'm a huge Florida State fan. I've been a Florida State fan my whole life, so I've always watched college football. But now that I've been, doing props and doing content, I've just been getting more into watching, every team instead of just like my own team that I pull for. But yeah, man, we got 5 games on Saturday. It is a small slate. It's week 0, so it's not like the official kickoff week. The official kickoff week will be next Saturday. We'll have a bunch of games next Saturday, but we still got 5 games for this Saturday. And I've got some player props I like. We got 2 plays that we're going to give out in this video. Not going to give out a ton of plays for this week 0 slate just because, again, it's a small slate, and I don't want to just give out plays just to give them out. I want to have reasoning behind the plays. So we got 2 plays. We're going to talk about these plays. We're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure that you hit that like button down below. If you enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure to go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Play $5, you're going to get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. Use those free lineups and hopefully make some money and start to build up that bankroll over on Prizepicks. And I do also want to shout out Prizepicks because they have a free square available for the Week 0 college football slate. As you can see, Avery Johnson's pass yards is set at 0.5, and this is a free pick available to everyone. So if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, this is just another incentive to sign up right now. You'll get access to this free square. Again, it's available until 12 o'clock Eastern time when the Kansas State and Iowa State game starts on Saturday at noon. So get that free square in, pair it with any props you like. You can, if you want to take the plays I give out in this video and put it with the free square, you can do that. But again, that's another incentive to sign up for Prizepicks right now. And if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, make sure that you use that promo code NOAH. But yeah, guys, we got some games to talk about here. We got some props to talk about for college football. Let's go ahead and break them down. So the first prop that I like for Saturday is going to be a receptions prop, and we're going to take Dylan Edwards for more than 1.5 receptions. Now, Dylan Edwards, back at Kansas State, he was at Kansas State last season, but he wasn't used as a full-time starter last season. He was playing behind DJ Giddens, who is now in the NFL. With DJ Giddens now in the NFL, that's going to lead Dylan Edwards into a kind of workhorse full-time role at running back. You look at the other running backs on this Kansas State roster, and there's really not any guys you expect to take a bunch of touches away from Dylan Edwards. They did get some transfers. They did get a transfer from Southeastern Louisiana, Antonio Martin Jr. I don't know a lot about him, but I was looking at some of his stats. He did run for 1,200 yards with Southeastern Louisiana last season, but the competition he was facing in those games is going to probably be totally different from the competition he faces, now playing for a Big 12 team. I don't think he's going to really be taking many touches away from Dylan Edwards. I mean, you can look at Dylan Edwards' prop lines, and you can see, he got an 81.5 rush yards prop. So with the rush yards prop that high, clearly, the sports books are expecting Edwards to get a lot of touches here. And I think the market's kind of undervaluing his usage in the passing game, or what we can expect his usage in the passing game to be. If you look last season, Dylan Edwards, he did have 19 receptions for 133 yards. I mean, he wasn't heavily used in the passing game, but you have to remember he also wasn't being used as a full-time starter. He was playing behind DJ Giddens. We did see him be used though as a full-time starter in their bowl game against Rutgers. In that game against Rutgers, DJ Giddens did not play in that game. I'm pretty sure he opted out. And Dylan Edwards got a huge role. He had 18 carries for 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also had 2 catches for 27 yards. And in that game, he had 7 targets. He was heavily targeted. That him and Avery Johnson just weren't very efficient connecting. But typically, running backs are going to catch a good amount of the targets they receive because running backs, typically run short routes like screens, out routes, stuff like that. Typically, running backs, if a running back gets 7 targets on average, I mean, they're going to have 5 or 6 receptions. It's pretty rare to see a running back have 7 targets and only get 2 receptions. I know efficiency in college can definitely be different from the NFL, but still, 7 targets in that game was great to see. And even if you look at some of his other games when he was playing with DJ Giddens last season, I mean, he was still getting 3, 3, 3, 6, 4, 3 targets. He was still pretty heavily involved in the passing game. And now I'm expecting Dylan Edwards to pretty much be a full-time starter. He's going to play a lot of snaps. He's going to be on the field a lot. And I think he's just going to be using the passing game more than he was last season now that he's got a full-time role. I think the market's kind of undervaluing what his role in the passing game will be now as a full-time running back. So I do like this is our first prop for today. Dylan Edwards, we're going to take for more than 1.5 receptions. You could also look at his receiving yards prop. That line's at 11.5, but I definitely like receptions more. I feel like if he has 12 receiving yards, it's pretty likely that he's going to need at least 2 catches. Maybe they draw up a screen pass for him and he gets like 20 yards on 1 catch and that's it. But I feel like if he gets 12 yards, he's probably going to have 2 catches. For what it's worth, in every game last season where he had at least 12 yards, he had 2 catches in all those games. So that's definitely why I like receptions more. But if you want to look at taking his over on 11.5 receiving yards, I think that's also something that's in play. But again, feel better about the receptions prop. Now, the next prop that I like is going to be a pass yards prop. And we're going to take E.J. Warner for more than 183.5 pass yards. Now, E.J. Warner is transferring to Fresno State, so he's Fresno State's new quarterback this season. All of his stats from last season, if you look, he was at Rice last season, so I wouldn't really look too much into his last 5 games. I know a lot of people are probably taking this prop because of his last 5 games, which obviously that looks very good. He had some good games with Rice last season. E.J. Warner is a very experienced quarterback. He's the son of Kurt Warner. This will be his 4th year at playing at the college level, 4th year as a starter. He played 2 seasons at Temple, and then he transferred to Rice, played at Rice last season, and now he's going to be the starter for Fresno State. So he's got a ton of experience. I think the reason we're seeing such a low line on E.J. Warner is just, for one, he's playing on a new team for a new coach, new offensive coordinator, and I think Fresno State does project to be more of kind of like a run-first team. So maybe that's why we're seeing E.J. Warner's line this low. But if you look at the spread in this game, Fresno State, they're like double-digit underdogs in this game. So this is definitely going to set up as a game script where Fresno State is probably going to be playing from behind. And if they're playing from behind and forced to throw, E.J. Warner can easily get 184 yards, even if it's in like garbage time, like late in the game if they're just playing from behind and they have to throw. There's definitely a chance he gets there in garbage time. And E.J. Warner is an experienced quarterback. Like I said, he's got a ton of reps under his belt. I think he's so far in his college career, he's thrown for like over 8,500 yards, I believe. Last season, I think he threw for, last season with Rice, he threw for 2,700 yards. The season before that, he threw for over 3,000 yards at Temple. And then the season before that, he threw for over 3,000 yards at Temple. So he's got like 8,700 pass yards in his career. Very experienced quarterback. Again, the line is low because, for one, it's, playing for a new team, playing for a new offensive coordinator. Fresno State projects to be more of a run-first team. But I think given the game script here, we're probably going to see Fresno State forced to air it out, especially late in the game if they're playing from behind. And I don't think this matchup is that bad going up against Kansas. If you look last season, Kansas had a pretty poor pass defense. Out of 134 teams, Kansas did rank 105th in pass yards per game. They gave up nearly 250 pass yards per game. So the matchup here against Kansas, I don't think is that bad either for E.J. Warner. There's just a lot of reasons that E.J. Warner can get 184 yards here, whether it be game script, playing from behind, and garbage time he gets there. Maybe he connects on a couple long balls. Even if there's not a ton of volume, even if he doesn't go out there and throw the ball like 35, 40 times, which he probably won't, given how this Fresno State team is likely going to be, going to want to run the ball. 184 yards is not a lot for a quarterback who is as experienced as E.J. Warner is. So these are the 2 props, guys, that I'm liking for this slate on Saturday for the Week 0 college football slate. Again, it's a small slate. There's only 5 games. This is not the official kickoff week. We'll have a full slate of games next Saturday, and you best believe I'm going to have content out for that. I think we also have some games on Thursday and on Friday of next week, so I do plan on making some videos for those games as well. Definitely going to start to see more college football content coming out on the channel this coming week, next week as well. And then, we got NFL coming up soon in a couple weeks, and obviously I'm going to be doing content for NFL, for all the primetime games, for the Sunday slate of games. I've been doing baseball content for like the last 2 or 3 months or so, but we're starting to kind of put that behind us now, move on to NFL season, move on to college football season. This is like my favorite time of the year when we get football season back. We got NBA coming up in a few months as well, and I love NBA. So there's always going to be content coming out on the channel, guys. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you guys don't have an account on Prizepicks, be sure that you go sign up for Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH, get those $50 in free lineups, and also use this free square on Avery Johnson, 0.5 pass yards. That's available to everyone. make sure to take advantage of that as well while it is still up on Prizepicks. But that's what I got for today, guys. Let's win some money on this Week 0 college football slate. Best of luck this Saturday, and I will see you guys in the next video.